Hello and welcome to the 13th episode of CS Student Questions. This is an interview show where real life company secretary students come and ask different questions relating to the CS course. And today we are joined by, let me ask him to introduce himself.
I'm Nosh. I am from Sirsi. I'm a BCom graduate, now doing CS Executive.
Oh, nice. Thanks a lot for joining us, Nahush.
Thank
So, Nahush has chosen a very interesting topic today, and one question which everybody has, and the topic is CA or CS. So, this is the topic which is better, what is the scope, all of those things. So, he has prepared wonderful questions relating to this. So, I'll let him start asking the question. So, Nahush, what is your first question on this topic?
So my first question is how company secretary is different from CA?
Okay. So, how company secretary is different from CA? That
Ah.
is your question. So, here many students feel that there are similarities between the course, and that is true. But at the same time, they're different. See, largely when we look at it, a company secretary is a corporate governance professional, which includes corporate law, which includes FEMA, which includes company law, economic laws, security laws. So we can say if you want to go to an expert on corporate law, you go to a company secretary. For example, you want to go to expert, somebody who you have a tooth pain, you will go to dentist, you will not go to heart specialist, correct? Same way for anything corporate law, compliance, litigation also now after NCLT has come in, we go to company secretary. Same way when we say chartered accountant, traditionally the accounts and audit was the chartered accountant's job. But apart from that, we can say any financial advice or taxation advice, not that company secretary cannot give, it is seen and perceived that chartered accountant is the expert on the finance taxation matter. Same way a lawyer, to extend your question, CACS, also a lawyer if I want to extend, is seen as an expert relating to litigation and any matters relating to the court or something like that. But all three we can say are like sister professions, including our cost management accountant, which is another course which we have. So including that, four are like sister professions. But primarily, company secretary is a corporate law expert. It's as simple as that. That is the main difference. There are many more differences, but largely that is the difference.
My second question is after graduation, which is the best course for student to choose between CA, CS or CMA?
Okay. So when we look at this, it is like, see, after you do plus two,
BCom.
yeah, after BCom, but I'm telling after, let's say after 10th standard. So you have arts, science, commerce. Which is good? There is no perfect answer. See, all three are good. But what is important? See, I understand where your question is coming from, because many people are aware of what is chartered accountancy course. Blindly they'll tell, okay, do CA. I'm not saying don't do. Please do if it is good for you. But they are not aware what is the scope for company secretary course. So that is why they might not advise. So after BCom or after plus two, all the courses are good. CA is good, CS is good, CMA is good. That doesn't matter. But what is good for you, only you can decide. See, each of these courses require a different level of interest and your skills, or what we call aptitude. So if you ask me, I don't think I would have been a good chartered accountant. Correct.
Ah.
But if I took CA because I did PUC commerce, many people told, okay, you take CA. I may have passed, but I don't think I would have been a good chartered accountant, because my skills are in communication, then problem solving, relating to litigation, or anything relating to the law. That interests me. So that way, you should see what is good for you. So if you ask me today, all are good, but in that, the more popular are company secretary and chartered accountant compared to the cost management accountant. Not that it is not, but generally more people are doing this. But just because lot of people are doing CA does not mean that is the only course. Please do, because I teach even CA students. So you can do CA, CS, whatever. But CS is like the little known sister of CA, we can tell. One sister is very famous, other sister is not famous, like that. But in the corporate world, if you see, company secretaries have very high respect and demand. The general public, like, see, whom do we meet? Neighbors, friends, uncle, auntie, they will know CA. But the corporate leaders, people who work in company, they know value of CS. So in today's world, especially after Companies Act 2013, then the Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, all these new laws are coming. Company secretary course has very high scope. But again, I tell, it need not be that everyone should do this course. What is good for you, you understand whether that is your strength, then you can take it up. But there is no answer CA is good, CS is good, or CMA is good. All three are good. Which is good for you, you should take. And each course has its own scope, it has its own influence in the society, and also you have to get the job or money, it is there. It is about how you design your own life.
And my next question is, when I choose company secretary course,
Yeah.
many people said me that why are you taken CS? Do CA. It is
Okay.
better scope than
Correct.
CA.
Yes. So for that, again, important thing is who has told you, that is important. Okay,
Yeah,
because
my neighbor and my friends and
correct,
colleagues.
exactly. But if you go ask a person who's working in company, maybe a chartered accountant, company secretary, or a lawyer, or any other profession in management of a company, go ask them, because every day they have seen what is job of company secretary, what is the scope, what is the kind of salary package, what is the respect they're getting, what is the status, what is the power which they have. So it is important whom do we take advice from, and especially in India, advice is free, and people will give advice even if you don't ask. Correct. Now you will say, I have a
Yes.
cough. Simply I'm feeling, I'm having a cough, I'm not feeling well, I have cold. People will not.
Yeah,
They'll say, no, you take this, you make this
medicines.
medicine, or you make some home remedy, you take Ayurveda, but you didn't ask them the advice. You just told you have cough and cold. Same way, it is good to take advice, but who is giving advice is very important. So the person who is exposed to that field is the best person to give advice. See, whoever you are telling, neighbors, friends, or relative, they might not have seen the profession. Correct. They will
Yeah.
tell out of their knowledge, and it is a fact, because see, CA Institute is from 1949. CS Institute has come from 1968, but the official act in 1980, and it is popular only after 2000. So naturally it is very recent, so many people don't know. And even if you see CA, there are lakhs of CAs in India. Okay, it's around 2.5 or 3 lakh CAs are there. CS is around 50-60,000. So naturally more people know, just like say IIT everybody knows, IIM everybody knows, like that CA, it is more popular, doesn't mean it is better. Just because it is popular doesn't mean it is better. CS has equal scope. In some companies CS is paid more than CA. Even I did not know, but I have seen in some companies CS is paid more than CA. So it is not that which is good or bad. Once you choose, in your case you have taken CS, give your 100% and do it. Whatever your people told, who advised you, they told that if you do CA, you will get ABCD, like that. You will get all those things here, whether it is position, whether it is money, whether it is your job satisfaction, whether you want power, you want status, whatever you want, you'll get in this also. So there is nothing for you to worry. Since you've already taken CS, you can achieve it. Just that you have to clear your exams right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can science students do company secretary because they don't have commerce knowledge?
Correct.
And is it easy for them?
See, definitely it is not easy. It is, see, if you have done plus two commerce, at least you have some basics, accounts and your business
Stats.
maths, statistics, some basics you have studied. Not that that basics will directly help in CS, but that knowledge will help you. So for science students, eligibility is there. Anybody can take CS. There is no restriction. Even art student, except like fine arts, like drawing, painting, those students cannot take. They have to finish plus two regular. But anybody else, art, science, commerce, they can take the company secretary course. So science students, it is not difficult. That is impossible, but it is little more effort than others. They have to study little bit more, they have to study little more basics, they have to come from background, they should come from 11th standard, first PUC accounts, they should have that basic concepts. But law is new for anyone anyway, whether you're plus 2 BCom, except for LLB students, law is new subject for everyone, so that anybody has to study. So a little more effort is there, but science students can definitely take CS, and there are many examples who have taken it also. I myself know many people who have done science degree and completed CS. It's possible.
Yeah. My next question is, say my parents, my neighbors, my friends told that CS is a difficult course and difficult to pass the exam, and it requires a lot of patience. Do any other course along with CS? Is it necessary to do any other course along with CS, like LLB or any other courses?
Yeah. So here, see, one way what they're saying, we should tell out of their concern, they're telling that you should not be doing CS and one day you're left with nothing. Their intention is good. but it is for you to plan. See, what happens is time is limited for everyone. So now the CS course, they're only telling it is difficult. According to me, it is not difficult, it is little challenging. And if you have a proper study pattern, you plan properly, you take the right coaching, it should not be very difficult. But what I can tell you is, please ensure that you have a proper method to study. If you have a proper method to study, the course is actually not very difficult or the impossible things like that. So if for them to tell out of concern, I understand. But what you have to know is that yes, you can do LLB, but LLB also takes its time. So I'm not saying don't do LLB, but try to pass executive. Then you do LLB if you are really interested to do 3 years LLB. It's a very good course. LLB with CS is a very good combination. Also, even when you go to job, they will give a higher position because you are law come CS. But if you try to do both, you don't get time for CS. Usually LLB you will pass, but CS you don't pass. So my personal suggestion is try for LLB after executive. But if you are already doing 5 years LLB, then do CS together. That is different. But you told you finished BCom, correct? So finish your executive, then you can think of LLB. But apart from that, I might not recommend any other courses for you because the time is limited for you, and also there is no other equivalent course which will give you that kind of status or that kind of position. See, also what happens after CS, there are some post membership qualification which ICSI elsewhere, that course you can think of like that. So the it is good that people are telling out of concern do something else, but you have limited time. Any time you remove from that, your preparation for CS will become lesser. You have to give your 100%. See, you are still very young, or people like you are very young. Give your 100% for one course. You will pass. If it is not happening for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, then we can think there are other options, or you can work and then do CS parallelly, but never leave CS. So some people may finish first attempt, some people may finish late, but it also depends on their preparation, what coaching they got, did they go to the right teacher, so many concepts, did they study properly. But my suggestion is at least initial 2 years, do only CS, pass your executive or make sure you do. If it is still not happening, then you think of LLB or something else, or go for a job, or parallelly you do CS. But there is no other course which will be of great help. There are some small courses like GST course and all, but that will not take you to the higher up the ladder. That anybody will do. Even PUC, that is second PUC, the 12th standard student can take government GST course. That is some 15 days, 30 days course. That is not very helpful. So I feel give your 100% time, then you can think of other things. You have any more questions?
Yeah, my last question is there any age limit for doing CA or CS or CMA?
Yeah. So as of now, there is no age limit. So in fact, recently one person I know, she's 62 years age. She company secretary course she completed. Then I also know some people who started after 40. So there is no age limit at all. That is one good thing. This is a what we call a correspondence course. Technically, it is called distance learning course. So the course is in the format of distance learning, where ICSI sends you books. You can study on your own, or you can take coaching, you can take video class, whatever you can, and get yourself best prepared for exam. Along with that, you have to do training, your practical training. Then they call you company secretary if you pass exam and the training. So that is how it is. So there is absolutely no age limit. So thank you, Nahush.
Thank you, sir.
Really well thought of questions, and common question every student
Yeah.
gets this, should I do CS, or I know so many company secretary students, they are feeling inferior. Oh, we are something less than CA. Should this is this correct? Everybody is, they tell even, sir, there are so many videos about CA but not about CS. That doesn't mean CA is good. There are more people, so there are more videos, more books, more teachers, everything. CS is a smaller circle as of now, and it is growing rapidly. In fact, students, there are more than 3.2 lakh CS students in India. It was not so much when I was studying. So slowly it is increasing. It's a matter of time that we do the awareness building, where you tell your friends, we tell through our channel, then more people will take CS. But one thing is sure, demand is very high in the job market. There is very high demand. It is highly suggested to do this course. So thanks, Nahush, for
Thank you, sir.
joining us and giving us very good questions about the CA or CS concept. So for more such episodes, please subscribe to Excel Academy. Please click the bell icon and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a video from Excel Academy.